Greetings. How's everyone? You're doing well. I hope the rains have not done you in. I hope you're okay. Well, here I am this Thursday afternoon, evening, recovering from the floods of the last 2 days. We had the major ones around. Fortunately, we were just marooned. It didn't quite affect us. So I'm listening to Sundown. It's one of my favorite programs that I do whenever I can find time. I make sure that I watch it. I listen to it on radio because it's great music, especially. Well, I don't want to pick any particular. I don't want to pick any particular presenter, but there are quite awesome presenters in KBC who do this for us. So anyway, I'm remembering last Saturday, as I said, it was an eventful week. Last Saturday, a group of us, about 14, I believe, old boys of Alliance High School, who were taught by Mwingi Syambo. Mwingi Syambo was a great Swahili teacher. Went to visit him at his home in Kambani, and I was chef de mission. I was the main guy. I was the one who was doing the logistics and all those. I had a number of my seniors who included Pastor Kitui, who I found in Form 6 when I joined Form 1 in 1973. Then there were 3 guys from class, guys I found in Form 4. That was Nyachai, Charles Nyachai Justice, and Patrick Mutua. What the 3? Patrick Mutua and Ken Oloch Changa. If you want to know why he's called Changa, you have to read my book. I've talked about him in that book. And then there were others from class of 70, others. In total, basically what I'm saying is we ran right from the guys who left in, one guy who left in 73 up to one guy who left in 99. Syambo taught for about 30 years, was it, in Alliance High School. Anyway, my own experiences with Syambo are very interesting. I narrated some of them at that get together. But generally, what we did is we did what old boys do from Alliance High School when they meet. They did not only just have fun. They have memories, they have reminiscences, they remind each other of things which used to happen in school. They compare notes on what used to happen when you were there and when I was there, that kind of thing. And when did this change and when did the other one happen? And the wealth over time was had by all of us. And we shared a meal with him, with his family. The kids, we used to see them, little girls, for us who were in the 70s, we used to see little girls running around, Syambo's kids. Now, 2 incidences. When I joined Alliance High School, I arrived late. I was 2 weeks late. So, everybody had already started classes and all that. So the class I joined, well, like poor me, I was coming from Ukambani. Bunduza Ukambani. I'd never seen an Englishman speak. I think I've talked about this. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But I had to tell that story that time. So, the first class I went to, I think it started at 8:30. Was English, and it was taught by a man from Wales, English. Is it called English Wales? Wales from. It was a Welsh called Dramska, and he was speaking an accent I'd never heard of. So I didn't quite get what he was saying. I didn't get anything he was saying. He asked me questions. I didn't know what to say. I suspect he must have asked me my name and things like that. Well, the other guys understood what I was being asked for, and I just kept on laughing at me. So that class ended, 40 minutes of torture. We went to the next one, another 40 minutes of torture where the teacher was a Frenchman, and he spoke French throughout. The third class was geography, which was taught by an Australian. Again, an accent I've never had. So basically, I floated those 3 lessons. So I decided, Mimi, I'm not staying in this school. I'm going back to Kambani. I go to a school where I know Kikamba English is spoken. But 2 guys picked me up at break time because after the 3rd lesson is break time. Some 2 Kamba guys who I've known previously. One I've known previously, the other one was from the village. And they gave me courage, told me, don't worry, this thing happens. It's happened to all of us who came from those bundus. So don't worry, you'll catch up in a short while. And then, so of course we went after break. Now we went to class. I was petrified. I'm going to meet other Mzungus. And then I meet a black man in this thing in Swahili, and he's called Syambo. And that guy gave me courage. That guy encouraged me. Not by anything he said, but just the fact that I could understand everything he was saying. That, this is somebody I could relate to. The second lesson after, that's the one before lunch, was by J.S. Matende, Swahili, an African. So I realized, okay, so I can survive around here. Anyway, and so on. Now, the next incident, sometime in Form 2 or early Form 3, I got into the habit of what we call fungusing, that is smoking. And we would smoke in the fungusing dens. They are spread all over the school, or pit latrines which had been put there so that they could be used in case there was a shortage of water. And we used them to do that, to catch some nicotine. So a group of us are there. It used to happen. We would normally do that just after breakfast before we go to class. So we're there, we're crowded, we're all pulling, and this particular aluminium was near Mr. Syambo's house. So he just walks slowly, comes and opens the door, pop! Says, you guys bring all your cigarettes, bring all your matchboxes, and of course we had no choice but to give him. And he told us, this is a very bad habit, don't do it, don't leave it, kick it. And of course, as boys, we agreed at that point, and he didn't take us for. But we continued. We went to Maya and bought more cigarettes and continued. The next time he did that, which was maybe 2-3 months later, I had the courage to ask him, but sir, you also smoke. Why are you stopping us from being like you? And he told me, what he told me really made a lot of sense, because he said to me, I didn't find anybody to advise me when I was young, so I'm trying to advise you guys. So since you have somebody to advise you, please take my advice. We didn't, as expected. Anyway, so we had a great time, and we really used to call for fellowship, not the Christian one, just the being together, eating together, talking about together. Him is telling us stories, us telling him stories, what we remember of him, and everybody having fun dinner. We left that place very, very happy, very, very happy. So yeah, I thought I should do a little brief of that, and hope that we'll again. And there was a suggestion to make it an annual pilgrimage, and I'm game. But all those who accompanied the team, thank you very much. And those who don't accompany us, but with us in soul, mind, and spirit, and helped us financially to do some of the hosting that we had to do, thank you very much. That is what being strong to serve is all about. Let us continue and let us keep it. Sawa. Okay, my good people. Have a great Thursday. Wacheni mimi niendelee na kusikiza kitu inaitwa Sundowner.